Family Day is coming up this week in a couple of days, and hopefully y'all are using the CDC recommendations right now in this pandemic of Zooming with your family or having smaller gatherings, because I want to see you and your family in a great space and great health on Christmas. So let's make sure we're not spreading this disease around, because we can spread it without even having any symptoms. Now for that public service announcement is being done. This is Jackie with Coventry Creations, and I want to talk about your words. Your words can cut and your words can heal, and most importantly, your words are very, very magical. Now, often, most of the time, it takes more than just a declaration out into the universe that says, I want to manifest this. It takes a lot more ritual and movement and things like that. And if you are heading in a certain direction with your actions and your magic and your intentions and the candles that you're lighting and the rituals that you're doing, your words in your day-to-day support that and can increase the speed in which this manifests, or can stop it. It can totally blank out what you're doing. And I know this because I've experienced this, and I've written about this a couple of times. Even in this past couple of months as we've moved into our new facility, I found myself starting to say, this isn't working, we're not going to fit, people aren't working hard enough or fast enough. And as soon as I started to see this come out of my mouth, I switched it and I said, I really appreciate how difficult this is. And I love the fact that we can get through this with power, that we have the skills, the attitude, etc., etc., etc. And I continuously flipped those words to that space. And not only did everyone feel better about what they were doing and feel that they contributed and feel like I cared, and it went really smoothly. When you're moving a big business and keeping it going at the same time, I'm really impressed with how my team did this because of our words. And I lit my candles. And we did this during Mercury retrograde. We lit the candles, we cleansed the spaces, we talked to the spirits, we did all the stuff at the same time. And I know that when I started to doubt this, when I started to say, I'm afraid, I don't think we can do this, what are we doing, this is crazy, we're nuts for doing this, things started to go wrong. So I flipped it and I said, oh, I'm having a moment of fear. And this fear is not reality. This fear is old tapes, and I'm changing them today. Another moment when that happened was, and I write about it in Coventry Magic in depth, a moment when I was in Denver, coming in on a flight to go to a trade show, and I'm in the shuttle to take us to the car rental place, and there was a woman who just looked beautiful but looked really, really sad. And I looked at her and I said, by the way, you look amazing for having just gotten off the plane. It's an older woman, and she really had everything together. And I said, when I grow up, I want to be just like you. And she laughed, and I said, so where are you going? And we had like a 10-second conversation, and she got into a better space, and we just moved on. Then when we got to the rental place, it was chaos. There was a line like 40 people long, and all of the computers were down, and babies were crying, and families were distraught. And I watched this woman who I spent these words on and this energy on and this random act of kindness on, talk to the babies and calm them down, and talk to the families, and then that family talked to another family, and then I watched things calm down to the point where all of a sudden the computers started working and everyone cheered. Now, I'm not taking full credit for that, but boy, if I was in a crappy mood and I went in there going, what's wrong with all these people? It would have added to this negative chaos. It would have added to this energy that would have made it even harder to get through that space. And the same thing goes with when you're having a bad day. If you want to magically change your day, say this. Like, you get up on the wrong side of the bed and your coffee mug breaks as you're drinking coffee and you have to change your shirt and it takes 2 times to start your car. Say this. I'm glad I got that out of the way, because the rest of this day is going to be great. That is how you shift the energy. But when you go, oh, look, it's going to be one of those days, your primal brain is going to find all the parts that will screw up your day. it will find every reason to be mad and angry and prove that belief that this is a bad day. But when you flip your belief and say, this is going to be a good day because I got the challenges out of the way, you will prove that belief. That's what our spirit does. Our spirit's job is to prove what we believe and find what we want and manifest what we want. And sometimes we don't know that we're getting in our own way with our words. So I'm going to draw one Coventry Magic card today, and I'm going to ask the cards and the spirits of Coventry, what candle could we use right now in this weekend when we're gathering with family, either in person or virtually, when we're all really stressed about this pandemic and about COVID, and are we doing the right thing? And sometimes if we don't like this idea of what the CDC is recommending, we double down on our anger and say, nobody's going to tell me what to do. But at the same time, all this negativity is flowing into your life. So what one candle, what one idea, what one magical thought can we keep with us this entire week and through the weekend as we interact with our family and interact with the public and watch the news and all the reasons why we should or should not get with our family? But one candle, I'm going to cut these cards. You're watching this, right? You saw me shuffle. I'm going to cut the cards. Love's enchantment. I love you guys. You do a good job. So, love's enchantment. And what this candle does is deepen the love. We have a lot of love for things in our life and for people in our life, and we really do care. Even the people that don't seem like they care, they love their family. They love the people around them, and that's probably why they're frustrated and stuff. So, love's enchantment, if you burn this candle and you become enchanted with life again and with the people you love again, and you'll find that the kind words just come faster when you are appreciating them. So let's read this. All my readers are somewhere else. So let's read this little thing right here. For love, when you are loving, you are loved. When you share deeply, you are rewarded with deep emotions. And when we have deep, loving emotions, we can't wait to share them and talk to the person that we feel amazing about. And so my wish for you for the rest of this week is feel amazing. Tell your family and tell the people you love how amazing they are. And that will cascade through this entire world. Because the more we spread love, the more we do these random acts of kindness, the more magic we share in the world. And, pro tip, the more magic we put in our reserves. So when we need something, we're filled with that magical energy. The more ashe or chi or energy we generate for ourselves. You guys, keep it magic. Have a lovely family weekend. And there's a long story on why I call it a family weekend rather than the other holiday. And be blessed, be safe, be healthy, and share the love.